updated Open Interpreter tutorial. And I'll also post on the Open Interpreter site. I think they can just see me by clicking that. Jordy, thanks for the roses. Jordy does dev. Let's go. Okay, that's that. What about this chat? I also need the chat from here. Okay. Nice. All right. So, how do we start this off? I'm going to be doing an Open Interpreter tutorial. I can't hear myself very well. Hold on. Sammy, what's up? Nice emoji. Do I know any good GPTs that are good for math and can take photos that are free? I think the best one is GPT-4, but it's not free. I've really liked this Hermes 2 Pro. That's probably like a really good reasoning LLM with function calling and stuff. But I don't think it's multimodal, if that's what you mean by take photos. Most of the vision open source models aren't really that great. Yeah, anyway, so I made an Open Interpreter tutorial last year, around when it first came out. I still can't hear myself. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, I guess I kind of can now. Okay, maybe I'm a bit low. Hello, hello. Is this recorded? Yes. You can see all of my past streams on my YouTube if you click the live tab here. All of my past streams are recorded and saved there, so you can check them out. This one included. Yep. Let me check my Zoom function. Sweet. That all works. But yeah, so let me see if I can find my old Open Interpreter tutorial, because I'm not going to repeat the first step. The interpreter where damn it. The first step is to install conda, anaconda here. An Open Interpreter install tutorial. Just go to anaconda.com and click download. So once Anaconda is installed, I run the installer. So the setup will come, just click next. And now step 2 is to run Anaconda prompt. If you press start on Windows, or if you're on Mac, I think you can use Spotlight, and you want to open this Anaconda prompt. Pip install Open Interpreter into Anaconda prompt, and that should install Open Interpreter for you. Now that it's installed, we can just run interpreter. And looks like it's working. Okay, so here's the thing, guys. This is something... Okay. Interestingly, I didn't create a separate environment in Anaconda, so we're going to teach you how to do that. I think that's best practice. But the first step is the same. Son of a fine boy, good to see you. You're not too late. We are just starting. We're pretty much doing we're doing an Open Interpreter tutorial, like a new version. So the first step I said was to download Anaconda for whatever platform you're on. Pretty sure it goes on Windows, Mac, or Linux. My accent is confusing you? Yeah, so I live in Australia, but I do have a bit of an American accent for some reason. I blame Sesame Street and rap music and being, you know, a worldwide, globally connected person on the internet. My accent also does change depending on who I'm talking to. Anyway, so you download Anaconda and you just run it on whatever platform you're on. So we're going to run it on Windows. Now, here it is. Anaconda. Yo, you know what? Hold on. I'm gonna go live on Instagram. Give me a second to set that up. Am I specialized in LLM only? I'm kind of like a full stack developer is my specialization, but yeah, I've been really loving AI recently, so I've been getting into that. Jordy says, do you have a lot of years in the tech industry? Yeah, commercially, I'd say like 8-9 years. But I mean, I've been programming since I was like in primary school, so like less than 10 years old. But that was just, I didn't really know what I was doing then. I was trying to make Flash games. Okay. Let me try go live on. Yo, 6. Thanks for the follow. I'm gonna try go live on Instagram real quick as well. Hopefully that'll work before I continue this. Scooby says they're also full stack dev. Let's go. Mr. Banks, thanks for the follow. Ticktier says, do you know how to use groq 1 from X? It's like a really big model, groq 1, so I definitely can't run it locally. There might be an API already hosted, but no, I haven't tried because I don't think it's that good of a model. Alright, let's try go live on Instagram. Hopefully that'll work now. Just waiting. But yeah, if you're following along on this tutorial, you should have Anaconda here. Yes, okay, good. I think we're live on Instagram now as well. Excellent. Yo, Sabri, what's up? Good to see y'all. Sergio, thanks for the sub. Let's go. You love my videos on TikTok? Thank you, Sabri. I appreciate it. Helps you a lot. Excellent. Hopefully this one will help you as well. We're creating this is a tutorial for Open Interpreter on like an updated tutorial, I guess, on any platform. So we've installed Anaconda, and now we're gonna set up a new environment. Andrea, thanks for the sub. And you can just do that with conda create -n and the environment name. So we're gonna call it OI. Now I might already have one. If I do, it'll complain. Yeah, conda's already environment, so we'll just ignore that. But that's what you run to create it. We've already created it, so it's not letting us create it again. Oh, I can't clear with bash. What is this? Oh, anyway. So Nikki, thanks for the sub. Once you've created it, you can just activate it by going conda activate whatever you called it in the previous step. And now where it said base, it'll now say whatever your new environment is. So in our case, OI for Open Interpreter. And the reason we do this is so we don't have... Ataya, thank you for the sub. Sorry, I feel like I missed 1 or 2 subs, but thank you everyone who subbed. Yeah, the reason we make these environments... Mikey, thank you for the sub. The reason we make these environments is so that we don't have like dependency issues between modules, like Python modules. So sometimes like, every Python package has a version and it could be incompatible with other ones. Yana, thank you for the sub. So by creating a separate environment for every project you're running, you can make sure there's no like compatibility issues with previous modules you've installed. Pledge, thanks for the follow. Okay, so what we want to install today is Open Interpreter. So let's go look at their docs. And normally what you do is Nevik77, thanks for the follow, is pip install Open Interpreter. Now some of you might already have Open Interpreter installed, so we want to do a very similar command to upgrade what you have already installed. Unhappy Camper, thanks for the follow. So it's the same pip install Open Interpreter. Oh, the pasting doesn't work in this. So I'm just going to type it. Pip install Open Interpreter. But we're going to do -- upgrade. So when we write -- upgrade, it'll actually upgrade the pip package we're installing to the latest one if we already have it. Otherwise, it wouldn't upgrade it if we didn't include the -- upgrade. Alberto says, have you tried groq inside AutoGen? Agent swarms? No, I haven't tried groq with a K inside AutoGen. I don't think I ever will because I don't think it's that good of a model. Groq with a Q, however, I might try. I've tried groq with a Q with Open Interpreter and Continue Dev. I haven't done any swarm stuff properly, but I'm definitely keen to do some swarm stuff. Maybe this stream. All right, I'm gonna switch my shell to VS Code just because I like that. But just imagine we're still in Anaconda prompt. All the steps will be the same. It's just that I have a lot of stuff set up in here. So yeah, just bear with me here. Oh, I can't move this. Okay. Okay, that's it. After you've installed the pip package, you literally have interpreter installed already. So you can just run it with just the interpreter command, and that will run interpreter with the default settings. By default, it is using GPT-4, so it will ask you for your OpenAI key if you haven't already provided it. I have provided it, and to provide it, does it show in their tutorial? Interestingly, it doesn't show in their docs, but I'm sure it'll show in their GitHub. GitHub Open Interpreter. Do you have anyone shout outs on Insta? No one. That's all good. Pretty sure they say how to add your API key. It just asks for it. Maybe that's just the way. So if you don't have it, it will ask you. Actually, we could have just done that in. Yeah, let me actually run that in Anaconda prompt just so we can see. Oh, actually, this is probably using the same environment, so it might not ask me. Yeah, damn it, didn't ask me. Okay, well, anyway, it'll ask you. It's really easy. I guess I'll show that as well. To get an OpenAI API key, you need to log in with your account on their platform.openai.com, and then you click on this API keys button here, and you create a new secret key. And make sure you also have your billing set up. So where do you do that? In settings, in billing, you have to have a payment method set up and a credit card link. Now, previously they charged you per usage, but recently apparently you have to buy credits every time you want to use the API. Well, like, yeah. So that's interesting. They changed that. I just got an email about that today. But then, yeah, you can just ask interpreter anything at this point. You can just be like, what are the files in my current directory? And it kind of translates what English prompt you give it into either Python code or like shell code to execute, to kind of to deliver on your task. So I've asked it what files are in my current directory. It's translated that into this Python code. Gluten-free Kale, thanks for the follow. You can run that just by pressing Y, and it'll run that Python code and hopefully give you the answer to what you asked for. So let's see if that works. There you go. These are the files in my current directory. And it lists them out for you as well. Okay, so that's the basic usage of OpenAI with GPT-4. Now, GPT-4 is very expensive. So there's one way to run OpenAI that will be a bit cheaper, and that is to run it with GPT 3.5. And that's really easy to do. You just go interpreter with the flag F or fast. It might be 2 dashes. Let's see. Dash dash F. And then if you did it correctly, it'll tell you we're running with GPT 3.5. Moto says, IBM company, is that a good company? IBM was a great company back in the day, but over time they've lost relevance. They still have a lot of money and services, but yeah, not as relevant. Okay, thanks for the follow, and user 6, thanks for the follow. Okay, I think it's just dash F. So dash F or dash fast. Oh no, dash fast. Yeah. So you can see now it's using GPT 3.5 Turbo. So not only is this cheaper, it's faster, but it's a lot less slower, a lot more slower. But for tasks such as the one we wrote before, it'll be really fast. So we can just ask it something similar. If you press up, you can see the other kind of example things you can get it to do. So let's just ask it how many files are on my desktop. This will be really simple, and it should be able to answer that as well. So this is the code it wants to run. Looks good. This is shell code this time, not a Python code, so that's pretty interesting. And because we're in Windows, we can't use ls, so I guess it didn't pick up on the fact that we're on Windows, so now it's going to write a Windows PowerShell script. And then yeah, there are 20 files on your desktop. And we can follow up, be like, can you list the file names? Moto Tenor and Cheese Sticks, thanks for the follows on TikTok. And now it's running this PowerShell code to list the file names, and yeah, there we go. That's all the files on my desktop. Perfect. Okay, now that's one way to get it cheaper. Another way to get it even cheaper is to run your own LLM. Running a local LLM, a local AI, and interfacing with Open Interpreter. Now there's 2 ways to do this. The first one is to just run interpreter -- local, and this is probably the easiest way, as it doesn't require any additional software. The way this works is it'll download the best model for your specs in a llama file and run that. So I'll probably stop it, but you can see if I run that, actually we could let this go. Let this run. I think it determined it wanted to download Phi2 last time I tested this, so we'll see if that's still the case. Rayjan, thanks for the follow. Gluten-free kale on TikTok, on Twitch. Your videos are awesome. Thanks, Gluten. Easy to follow, especially for someone who's first diving into code, and you break down everything so well. Oh, thanks so much, man. I really appreciate that. Okay, so this is for some reason a bit slow, but we'll just let it run. And while that's running, I'm going to try sort out my chat, because it's a bit long. I've had this issue before, and I don't know how to fix it, but I'm going to do that while we wait. Meanwhile, if anyone else has any questions, please let me know. I'll try and answer them best I can. Where is the chat? There it is. Okay, this chat. Can we limit the width? I tried. Oh, overflow hidden. Maybe on Bottrix. I don't know why. Okay, I'm gonna rerun this. Oh, there we go. For some reason it got hung up. Let's try it, do that again. Yo, Tirso, thanks for the comment. Sorry I didn't see your message before. Okay, there we go. So now we see it's actually downloading the Phi2 language model, which looks like it's about 182. That's probably 1.8 gigs. I'm gonna guess. It's determined that this is the best language model for me. It's gonna run this with llama file. So we'll just let this download. It shouldn't take too long. And while that's doing that, I'm gonna try to fix my chat length. Don't know if I can do that or not. No, it doesn't look like it. Alright, we're gonna have to do CSS style. Wait, what if I go to this URL? I need to test my chat while this is downloading. I'm just gonna copy gluten-free's message. Okay. Where is the width? Width 100%. Background color, overflow, it's here. Oh, wait. Custom CSS body. No, I need to do chat list dot width. Let's do 200 pixels. Yeah. Did that work? Need to send another test message. Yeah, okay. Chat list. Let's go. Chat list width 350 pixels. I'm gonna do important as well. I'll remove that. Okay. Refresh. Type that again. We'll just do a test. Test, 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 test. Is it less width? No. Damn it, it didn't work. Oh, it's ID chat list. Okay. Surely this time. I have a feeling it might work this time. Oh, see, look, it's running llama file now. So I guess that finished, and you can see this. If you've seen my llama file video, this localhost server that we've got here is actually llama file running, which is a whole inference server of one file, which is very cool. Run another test. Perfect. Okay, I fixed my chat length. Great. Okay, so now I think we're running llama file locally, and we get a whole bunch of random output from it running, which is interesting. So we'll just let this finish. Oh no, we got an error. Maybe I shouldn't have pressed enter. Oh, this shouldn't be here. Pretty sure I removed that. I guess it's not published to the pip version. Let's try again. Honestly, I haven't tried this local version before either. Okay, great. Now, I'm just glad it didn't try and install it. I mean, download it again, because we've already downloaded the llama file. But, okay, looks like we're getting an error. Failed to open this in a browser tab using Explorer. Projects exited. Yeah, okay. Pass no browser to disable. I wonder if... I think that's a llama file issue, not a open interpreter issue. We're going to try that again. If this doesn't work, I'll show you the way that I normally interact with a local LLM with LM Studio. Okay, that didn't work. Okay, we're giving up on this. I need to find out where that was saved as well so I can remove it later, but that's fine. Okay, so the way I normally run LM Studio with Open Interpreter with a local model is with LM Studio. And that is normally... Sorry, is this live on YouTube too? Yes, Mangesh, it is. It's way better on YouTube and Twitch. Please come on YouTube and Twitch. It used to be done with the local flag, but they've removed that to run llama file. So the way we have to do it now is with the base, API base, which I have here, API base. So this is kind of like an example of how we run it. We point the API base to a local inference server. Now, where do we get that local inference server? You can use it with many different applications like Jan.ai or Ollama. I think Ollama might be the best, but I've just had LM Studio for a long time and it's very easy to use. So I'm using LM Studio. You can download models with their search, and then you click this kind of arrows here and it opens up a local inference server. So apparently the best coding model here is Open Interpreter DS6. So we're gonna run that. I'm not sure what preset that's meant to run with. Let's have a look at their model card. Alberto says, have you tried Bland AI for real-time calls with agents? I think you can test for free. No, I haven't. I'll definitely put that in the list. I've also heard of Vappy AI, which is saying the same thing. I have so much stuff to check out. So we can do that. Vappy AI versus Bland AI. That's on the list. Thanks, Alberto, for the tip. Josh says, change your API key so no one copies it from the screen. That's fine. I've already revoked this API key, so it's not actually a real API key. But thanks for looking out, Josh. I appreciate you. Okay, this is Open Interpreter's card. So let's see what kind of find. Is it a Mistral? Let's find their prompt format. User assistant. So that looks like something that we already might have. So we're gonna go into LM Studio, open up the prompt preset folders. Can we open, we'll just do it with bash, I guess. Let's have a look at Mistral. Nope, so that's not the right one. Make this bigger for everyone. I'm kind of trying to find, because I think it already exists, something that's like user assistant like this. So let's have a look at what are our options here? Code Llama. Code Llama instruct. Nope. What about Vicuña? Nope. Zephyr? Yes, Zephyr. So if we compare Zephyr, oh, it's very similar. It's not exactly, okay. Maybe we'll have to make our own. That's fine. I'm happy to make our own preset here. Yo, what's up? Sorry, I missed a bunch of messages. User, what hardware are you using? I'm running a 2080 Ti with an i9 9000K, 2080 Ti and the i9 900. Let me, ooh. Here we go. Leave this up. You probably care about the GPU, hey? Yeah, there we go. That looks cool. What is the name of the software you're using to test LLMs? That's LM Studio. It's compatible with ARM CPU? I think so. Do you hope AI takes this all away from you? Yeah, I mean, I hope AI helps me automate a lot of the boring stuff in my life for sure. Am I doing prompt engineering? Kind of. I'm making a preset so I can run prompts correctly. So let me just make sure I don't have a code interpreter. I don't. So we're going to copy the Zephyr preset, and I'm going to call it Open Code Interpreter. And we're going to open that with VS Code. So it looks like that at the moment, but we kind of want it to match this prompt template. So user is actually like this. Remove that. And assistant is a capital A. We don't have a system prompt, I don't think. So we're just going to remove system prompt and suffix and remove that. And open code interpreter. Okay, and I'm gonna upload this. So I have a GitHub repository of these LM Studio prompt templates. So I'm gonna whenever I create a new one, I just upload it there so other people can use it. So I'm gonna upload this Open Code Interpreter one now here, because apparently Open Code Interpreter is the best code interpreter model at 7 billion parameters. So that's really exciting, and now it's up there for everyone to use. If you guys want to check my presets out, aj47/LM Studio presets on GitHub. Okay, let's continue. So I've loaded Open Code Interpreter with the inference server on LM Studio, and now I'm going to check the preset is the one I just made, Open Code Interpreter. Perfect. And let's just restart the model just to make sure that it's using the right preset. And when that's done, we can start the server. And now you can see it's got a server running on localhost 1234, which is what we're going to point Open Interpreter to. So where'd my, oh, it looks like I closed VS Code. I'm going to open VS Code again. Keep everything that I need open, don't need this. We'll put this here. Okay. Okay. Close that. Close that. Big terminal clear. Okay, so conda activate OI. Okay, this is where we left off. We're in the Open Interpreter environment that I made, and looks like we're a bit off. Okay, no, we're good. And to point this to the LM Studio server, we want to use the API_base flag and point that to localhost 1234, just like I did here. Now the API key can be something fake, so just to prove that to you, we're gonna put a fake API key here, fake. And the model can be anything you want. This, because we're using a local thing, it doesn't even care what model we choose because there's only one model hosted. So this can be fake as well. And it'll say model chose to fake, and LM Studio doesn't care about the API key or the model flag. If you're using something else that uses different models at the same time, this model flag might be important, but for this scenario, it doesn't matter. So there we go. Now it's pointed to our local server. So we can run the same commands again. We might get a different output, but I think it'd still be very useful. This small model, it's only 7 billion parameters. I'm able to run it with my 2080 Ti. Let's just ask it something simple like how many files are on my desktop. Now it's probably going to be a bit slower as well because it's running on my local computer, but oh, it's not that slow. You can see here it's writing a Python string to list the amount of things on my desktop. So I'm going to run that code, and it should be 20 if it's correct. 21 apparently. Okay, so I'm not sure if 21 is correct or 20 is correct, but it's close enough. Maybe this is actually better than GPT 3.5. Let's count. Because previously I ran, I think GPT 3.5 and they said 20, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, so this is wrong. It's actually 20, not 21. So we can ask it to list all files as a numbered list. Let's see if it can list all 21 supposedly. Maybe there's a hidden file that the other thing didn't see. Maybe it's a hidden file that GPT 3.5 didn't see. We're about to find out. We'll run this code. It's pretty fast, like it's fast enough. Here we go. Okay, so there's definitely 21 here. What did I miss when I was counting it? Let me count it again. Desktop. Code. What is that? I don't know how they've sorted it either. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Huh. I kind of want to know. Instrumental, prompts.text, deskin 1, deskin remote. I'm not sure what it's picked up on that I can't see. Pinocchio.link, Studio Kids Cheering Jam. I can see all of them. I don't know. Maybe my counting is bad. Yo, Toprak, what's up? What am I cooking? I'm doing a tutorial on the different ways to use Open Interpreter. So we just went through how to run it locally. It's very simple. And now we're gonna go through the next and probably, next step, which is how do we run it with like an external API like groq. So groq is the fastest kind of, what do we call it? The fastest LLM inference. Well, this is the wrong console. Groq. Fastest LLM inference API that we can find. And so go to console.groq.com, set up an account, and go to API keys and create an API key. I'm gonna create a new one. Call it OI test 2. Submit that. Copy the API key from that. And to link it with Open Interpreter, it's very similar to linking it with a local LLM, but instead of doing a local host as your base URL, we want to do the groq base URL. So I have it in my history here, so you can see the base path is https api.groq.com/openai/v1, and then you go API key, put your own API key. So I'm going to put the one we just made, which I will delete later, so you can try using it now, but it won't last forever. And then here's the important part that you need to remember is the -- model. Now with groq, they only provide 2 models last time I checked. You can check that in their docs. How do we check what models? Models. Okay, they have 3 models. They have Gemma 7b now. That's one I haven't tried before. So let's try Gemma 7b. That should actually be super fast. And you want to get the API string. So here, see API string for llama, API string for Mistral, or API string for Gemma. So we're going to get the Gemma API string, and we just paste it in the quotes after the model flag. There we go. And you can also set the context window. So for Gemma, our context window is 8,000 tokens. So we can set that to 8,000. Yeah, Toprak, you're right. They now support Gemma. So that should be super fast. So, and then that's it. We just press enter, and it should now link to groq's API running the Gemma LLM. and this should be super fast. Like it should be something over like 400 tokens a second. Let's see if we can see it on the playground. So I like to use the artificial analysis leaderboard to see how fast the providers are. So if we sort by throughput, I assume we'll have, yeah, groq 7b, groq Gemma 7b is running at 800 tokens a second, which is ridiculous. That's like a whole book in a few seconds or something. I don't know. Well, a small book. For some reason this is stuck. I'm not sure why. We'll let it continue, but yeah. Mauricio, what's up? Can I explain to you what I'm doing? Yeah. So there's this tool I'm using called Open Interpreter, and this is a tutorial for it. What Open Interpreter does is it takes your English commands in the terminal and it turns them to code and shell commands. So I'll show you some snippets from my old video about it so you get a bit of an understanding of kind of what it can do. The Open Interpreter is a new way to use computers. You just give it an English prompt to be like, you know, set my system to dark mode or open up Chrome and go to this website. I'm gonna give it a go. Find the top 10 largest files on my computer. The plan for finding the top 10 largest files. Use the shell command, begin at the top directory of the file system, find all files in the system, get their file size, sort these files, take the top 10 and the sorted list. Okay, run. Trap is not recognized as a command. It seems like the do is not just as normal. Agent of Life has asked, can it list suspicious programs running in the background? Let's give it a go. List suspicious programs. Yeah, I think you kind of get the idea. Like IA? What's IA? I haven't heard of IA. Yo, Pacific Dome, long time no see. Good to see you. What am I doing today? I'm doing a Open Interpreter tutorial with different ways to use it. But it seems to have gotten stuck, so I'm going to try rerun this command here. I'm not sure why I got stuck. Also stop this server since we're not using it anymore. Maybe that'll speed things up. Hakam says, have you tried an open model to use creating SQL queries? I haven't, but it could definitely do that. I'll show you right now. I'm sure Open Code Interpreter will be really good at it. So this software here is called LM Studio, if you weren't watching earlier, and I have a lot of local LLMs loaded. So one of them that I have loaded right now is Open Code Interpreter 6, DS6 7B, and this is like the best coding LLM in 7B supposedly. So we can get it to create an SQL query for you, Hakam. Check this out. Let me just hide this side panel. Here we go. I'm going to say create an SQL query selecting the user IDs from a table, users that have a matching email with the users from customers table. Something, I don't know, something silly and simple. And there you go, boom. You got your SQL statement running locally. Now it is assuming some stuff. Select user ID from users U, inner join customers C on U email equals C email. Pretty simple SQL query, but yeah, you could probably ask it something more complex, but this is just an example, so you know that it works on a simple example. I'm not sure why my interpreter broke here, but we're just going to open a new command and try again. Activate OI, and hopefully we still got the groq command. Yep. Let's try that again. Toprak says, when groq starts supporting custom models, it will be very good. Yeah, definitely. I can't wait till we have a good coding model for groq. Hey, that's what I'm looking forward to. Eric, thanks for the following. Okay, sweet. Now we have groq with Gemma 7b. Now this is the fastest LLM we have, 800 tokens a second. So I want to give it something really like, what's the word? Really Yeah, people have been saying I've been looking real yellow, so I mean my whole room is yellow, but I have a white light. Let's see. I'm gonna change myself to white. Oh shit, this is too white. Oh, it's kind of broken. Alright, don't worry about it. Akam says that's sick. I've been trying to create an application for this purpose for SQL queries. Yeah, dude, I'm pretty sure a lot of them exist. Like people have these kind of SQL creators. We can let's actually just. I don't think Gemma's very good at coding, but we can try get Gemma to code it for you. Create a Python program that uses OpenAI API to translate English to SQL commands. Let's see if we can create a Python program to do that. Boom! Whoa, that was so fast. First it's gonna install these libraries. Go ahead. Now the thing is, I haven't set up a credit card with groq, so we might run out of like usage pretty soon. We'll find out. Oh, but this is so fast. This plan outlines so it's made a plan to do this. So we're just gonna say continue. The cool thing about Open Interpreter is you can run it with a -y flag, and that means you don't have to keep telling it to continue and stuff. It just continues itself. We can just say like start the plan. Toprak says, I think there's no paid usage in groq. Oh, is that right? Oh, okay. I'm not sure. So it's only the free. Now Gemma is pretty dumb. So it is fast, but it forgot that it already ran these steps. And it's making the plan, but it's not going on to the next step. So, you know, you can't expect much from these models. They're not the best at planning and coding. But we can try it with a local model. Like apparently Open Code Interpreter could be really good at this. I want to check it out. So let's see if I can copy the original command that we said, which was to create a Python program that uses OpenAI API to translate English to SQL commands. Now we're gonna run this with the, let's clear this. We're gonna run it with the local server. Let me make sure that this is correct. Yep, Open Code Interpreter. Yep. Gonna link it to a local server, and we're gonna wait. Hold on. What's the context window? We have up to. Okay, let me change the context window because we have up to 16,000 context. So we're gonna reload the server, and we'll do a. Wait. We'll do a context. Oh, this has actually made me lag. Okay, no. No, stop. Okay, so I think the context window that much actually makes me lag, so we can't do that unfortunately, but we'll do like 10,000. Let's try 10,000, that should be good. Yeah, I think that's better. Still a bit laggy. Oh no, that's right. Context window of 10,000. Start server. Run. Hakam says my trouble lies when I have follow-up questions if the prompt's not specific enough. Ah, okay. I want to ask the database if the prompt is good enough. Interesting. Yo, not lost on the IG. What's up? Good to see you. Toprak says, what's the context length for local LLM? Well, it depends. It really depends what model you're running. Every model has a different context length. So what's interesting is I haven't tried it yet, but I just downloaded this model, Yi 200K. You know what that 200K means? 200K context window. So we'll definitely try that out later. But yeah, at the moment, I think Code Interpreter is what we want. It should be the best to generate the right code we need to execute on this plan, hopefully. I mean, it kind of makes sense. Use Open Code Interpreter for Open Interpreter, right? Yeah. For some reason, though, it's just sometimes dies at startup. I don't know. We'll just open a new. Open a new terminal and run it again. Hopefully this time it'll be faster. Oh wait, that didn't work. Okay. User and Nahom, thank you for the follows. Toprak says, if that Yi can do haystack test, it would be crazy useful. Not many LLMs can do that. Let's Google that. Okay, it seems like this will take a while. So let's Google Yi 9B 200K haystack. Let's see if anyone's done a haystack test with it. Yeah, it has done the needle in a haystack test. Let's have a look. Haystack. In the needle in the haystack test, Yi's 34B. Okay, that's not the one we have. We have the 9B. Performance is improved by 10%, rising from 89% to 99%. That's very good. Yeah, it seems like it's pretty good at the needle in a haystack test. At least the 34B. They don't tell us how good the 9B is, though, which is the one I have. Yeah, pretty crazy, hey, Toprak. Damn, I don't know why this interpreter isn't running anymore, man. Come on. Why is it stuck? Bjorn, thanks for the follow. Or Bijo. Appreciate you. I don't know why this is stuck. It's pretty annoying. Enter, enter, enter. Hakam says, do you know what would be cool? Having a place to submit coding challenges from your followers. Yeah. Maybe. I have a Discord. If that's what you mean. I'll be back 1 second. Let me turn this light off. Oh, that's much less yellow. Bro, why is this stuck? This makes no sense. It's not even processing anything. Does LM Studio get any requests? Yeah, it does once we start running it, but at this stage, it's not even anything to do with LM Studio. It's just Open Interpreter lagging. I don't know why. Sometimes we just have to just keep running it. Maybe it's not liking the context window. Alright, let's try run it without the context window flag. Oh, it worked. Whoops. Yeah, see, it just randomly worked that time and it was much faster than the other time, so let's try it again. Hopefully I won't press anything and it'll work. Server is not running? Yeah, I know. It shouldn't matter. See how it kind of got to this before? It should be able, this is just Open Interpreter. It doesn't even interact with the server until you send it a command. So it's not the server's issue at the moment. Alright, I'm gonna try to do it without the context window. Let's see. Check the task manager for Python tasks running. Okay. Python task. We have one Python process. It's barely running. That's the thing. Like it's barely. I don't know what it's hanging on. But for some reason, I'm gonna restart VS Code. There we go. See? It worked that time. Now we'll run the server. And, oh, I didn't know. Alright, I'm gonna try run it again. I want to run it with the -y flag. So we don't have to keep... When you run it with the -y flag, it keeps like continuing itself. You don't have to give it feedback. Hopefully it actually runs this time as well. I forgot what we were even going to try get it to do. Oh. Actually, I don't know. In details, you can see all says top right. Let's have a look. Details. Oh, true. I've never pressed this tab. Oh, sick. This is way better. Okay, we have 3 Pythons running. But I don't know. It's hard to tell which is which. Open file location. Properties. Debug. I don't know what any of these do. Create dump file. Just close them all. Oh, good idea. Okay, it was definitely that one. Oh, they're all kind of linked. Alright, hopefully this like resets it to a fast working state. Yes. Okay. I think that's better. That felt like a bit faster. I just accidentally had that slash at the end. Wait, is -y not a command? Should it be -y? No. Okay, we're good. I think we're good. What should we get it to do? We should try that SQL thing. I don't know if it'll be able to do this, but I'm asking it to create a Python program that uses OpenAI API to translate English to SQL commands. Let's see. Yep, we've got the log in the open interpreter. Whoa, but we're lagging heaps. I'm sorry. Lag. No. I probably should have used less resources, I guess. Ooh, very laggy. Very laggy. How's the stream quality? I hope it's not compromised. Maybe the context because it didn't lag this much when we had less context window. I feel like we're using all our VRAM. Ken says buy separate PC for streaming. Yes, that is definitely what I should be doing. I've just been lazy. Okay, so the audio isn't lagging, it's just the video. So it's definitely, I think it's like a VRAM issue. So if you guys don't mind the video lagging, I'm gonna try run it. Run it. I think we could, okay. Should I quit this? It's just already so slow. Alright, we're gonna stop it. Oh boy. Alright, it's gonna take a while for me to even stop it because my computer's like kind of unresponsive. What if we go task manager through Control-Alt-Delete? Is that gonna give me some boosted thing? And some tasks here? No. It's not good. Not good. Alright, hold up. I'm trying to stop this server, but we've really pushed this computer to the limits. Everything is frozen. trying to close stuff down now. Let's see. Okay, good. All right, we survived. Ooh, that was very laggy. So we definitely cannot run that at its full potential. Yo, Criticusy, what's up? I was trying to run Open Interpreter with my local 7B model open code interpreter. I ran it at 10,000K context window with like half GPU offload, but it just lagged the crap out of my computer. So we're gonna dial it down. We're gonna go 10 layers of GPU offload. I'm gonna try keep the context length. Hopefully that will be okay. Because if we can have a big context length, that would be really good. Let's try that again. Mintian, thanks for the follow. What do you use to compare same code between files? Same code between files? I'm not sure what you mean. Yo, Hakam asked what's conda. Conda is, let me just run this first before I explain. By the way, we're trying to ask Open Interpreter to create a Python program that uses OpenAI API to translate English to SQL commands. Okay, so conda is kind of like a virtual environment manager for Python packages. You create a separate virtual environment for every project, and that makes sure that there's no like clashes between the dependencies between projects. So I've created an OI kind of environment for Open Interpreter, and yeah, to track small changes. Oh, I think you mean like diffs. There's different diff programs, but for version control I use fork. I'm not sure how to manually. I think you could use an online diff tool. Pretty much what you're looking for is a diff tool, DIFF. Okay, so it's writing this code. It's a Python code. Translate. It's using DaVinci Codex, which is a very old model. It tried to run it because I put it on /y mode, so that means like I don't tell it whether it should or shouldn't run the code. It's just gonna run everything. Anything that runs local. I'll have a search for you, Criticusy. Let's see. Diff compare tool. What platform are you on? Software. WinMerge. WinMerge? Looks like shit. Modern diff software Reddit. Riff, a diff filter highlighter. Oh, it's a wrapper around diff. I don't know if you can diff to files. Oh, you can. Yeah, Riff. Check out Riff. By Wallace. This looks like it could be good. It is a CLI thing though. I don't know if that's an issue for you. Windows 11. Manual diff tool Windows Reddit. Here we go. 16 years ago. CS diff. There's just so many. I don't know. I haven't tried any of them, but I'm sure you'll find one. Just keep searching. Okay, where did we go? Oh, it finally actually stopped. So we need a way, I don't know if this can access the internet, but we need it to search for the latest docs. I don't know. Let's see if it can search the internet. Check the latest docs for the OpenAI library. Hakam says VS Code extensions have diff. Compare folders is one of the is one I use. It's a VS Code extension. Okay, so Hakam recommends compare folders. Yo, awkward astronaut, what's up? I'm testing out this tool, Open Interpreter. I'm running it with a local AI model, so we don't have to spend any money. And yeah, just seeing what its capabilities are, trying to push it to the limits. Critically says, looks like there's one called Code Compare. Yeah, I'm sure there's heaps, man. This is like a very common tool, like a diff tool. So yeah, yo, what's up, Imtish? So I don't know if it can look on the internet. Can you? I don't think web browsing is a capability of just the normal Open Interpreter, but it is with the OS mode. So let's move on to that. So we know the limitations and capabilities kind of Open Interpreter just from those tests, but yeah, so there's a thing called the OS mode with Open Interpreter, and that's something they've kind of recently released in their new computer update. Essentially what the OS mode does is it can take screenshots of your screen and navigate to websites, click on buttons, etc. Now, hold on, let me make a new Chrome window here. Now, the OS mode works best with GPT-4 Vision. Technically, it could work with local models, but from my testing, the local vision models are absolute trash at the moment, so it can't really do anything with the local models. Toprak says, I think Open Interpreter can implement find or perplexity functions to gather recent data from internet. When I use it with Claude, it works pretty well, so it instantly reaches for the right pages. Oh, how do you do that? How do we get Toprak? I mean, how do we get Open Interpreter to work with, like, find or perplexity? Let's just say perplexity. How do I use Open Interpreter? Does not support perplexity. However, Open Interpreter supports Hugging Face, which this is perplexity as a model. But what about as like an API? This is more of a model. I want it kind of like a web search API. There's no way right now. Okay. So I guess we kind of need to make a kind of hook for it. We've been searching for this kind of like web search API type thing. I think I had one in my stream notes. Hold on. Exa AI. This is similar to Perplexity, but it has like an API, so we can ask it questions like how to use the latest OpenAI Python library, and it kind of searches the internet, but it doesn't answer it like Perplexity does. It does have an API though. This dark reader makes it look so bad. There are open source web search implementations. What's the best one? I don't really know which one. Maybe we can ask OS mode to do research for us. So anyway, as I was saying, there's interpreter, OS mode. You run it with just running interpreter -- OS. And this one can do web surfing and stuff. I'm not sure how good it'll be, but we can test it out. Let's try get it to do our research for us. I honestly don't have high hopes, but we're gonna say no limits asked. Did you like this library? No, I did not write this library. We're gonna say search the web for an API I can use to get responses from the internet in JSON format. There's actually JSONify.com. Wait, JSONweb.com or something. Freak, what was the code? Any website, internet, JSON API. JSON, and I follow this guy. I follow this guy on Twitter that's making this. I thought it was kind of what I was after, but I can't find what it was called. JSONify. Yes, it is JSONify. Turn the web into data with AI. JSONify.co. Okay. Look, this might be what we want. Turn web searches into useful data. Try it now. Oh, you enter a URL. So we can't just ask it a question. But for instance, if I had to open AI Python docs, this one, let's see. If I want to turn this into a JSON, what would it look like? Yo, Hakam, thanks for sharing the live. Victor Terry, thanks for the follow. Toprak says if you give the results as a prompt to like a middle LLM like groq, it can work well. Open source answer engine. Search it like that. Okay. Lepton AI answer engine. Okay. Let's have a look. Let's compare. Lepton AI. What was it? JSONify. Oh, and then you can ask questions about it. So if we had JSONify, and then I want to say, how can I get completions for GPT-4? If I asked that, would it be able to get an answer? We can do the same thing with Lepton. Oh, we can't. We need to use the CLI. There's no kind of... There's a dashboard. Is there like a web testing demo type thing is what I'm looking for. API endpoints. Okay, let's create an account with JSONify. What? Okay, it kind of gets stuff like that. Not exactly what I want. Is there a test for Lepton? Explore. Pods, photons, deployments. This has definitely messed it up. Build AI the simple way. Where's the... I'm assuming this isn't the web search. Search with Lepton. Oh, here we go. Lepton search. Oh, here we go. Okay, cool. How can I get completions with the latest version of... latest version of the OpenAI Python package? Okay. Can it answer this? Next you can use the completion class. No, see, it's still using DaVinci. Like, hold on. Like the latest docs definitely don't have DaVinci. Yeah, they have. Is there a Python version? Oh, here. Yeah, client.chat completions create, not OpenAI.completion create. See, it's different. Oh, that's streaming. Maybe that's why. Like, either way, I'm pretty sure the docs, they've kind of changed, but the LLMs haven't picked up on it. Python OpenAI. Their pages, yeah, the docs are kind of trash. Fanbergs, what's up? You almost did your first fork. Nice. Your developers are crazy smart. Yeah, sometimes. Yo, Nate, what's up? Robbie, Nate, thanks for the follows and likes. Okay. Maybe the GitHub will have better docs. Yeah, see, it's definitely changed. See, now it's client.chat completions. So I'm not sure where. Oh, sources. Huh. It's got the same source, but nowhere in this does it say anything about DaVinci, because DaVinci is legacy. It's outdated. So I don't want them to I don't want them to get this outdated information. This doesn't mention DaVinci at all either. This is some bullshit LLM stuff. No, I'm not happy with this. Let's see if OS mode can do it. So I have OpenAI OS mode. I'm gonna say, look at the latest documentation for OpenAI Python package and tell me how to create a completion with GPT-4. All right. Let's see what this does. So this OS mode is supposed to be able to navigate my whole operating system on Windows. And I'm telling it to go search for some documentation on the OpenAI thing. So it's going computer browser search OpenAI Python package. So hopefully this will open up like a Chrome or something and do a search. Yo, Utkarsh, what's up? I'm doing well, thank you. Okay, so it did a search without me actually seeing anything. I'm not sure where that browser.search thing is coming from, but it seems pretty cool. And now it's going to the API reference at platform.openai.com, which isn't exactly what I want, but I guess it could work. It's interesting, it's doing all this behind the scenes. Last time I tested this, it kind of showed the browser and what it clicked and stuff, but oh no, it looks like it's stuck in a loop. I'm not sure what the computer browser.search is. This is different. Xiaopao, is this Devon? No, this is Open Interpreter. Oh, thanks for the gifts, Hakam. Sorry, I didn't see them earlier. Here's the plan to proceed. Okay, let's see. So apparently it's read the docs and it's writing its own code. No, it's still wrong. It's still using text DaVinci. No. We're gonna stop this. I'm gonna specifically tell it to use GitHub. Maybe it'll be better if it does that. Yo, Iconics, what's up? How can we use Open Interpreter without paying for OpenAI? Will it be faster if we use local LLM? Yeah, you can use a local LLM. I've showed that previously on this stream, and I'll package this all up, edit it to a nice tutorial, so you can watch that again. will it be fast? It depends on your local resources, like how good is your GPU and stuff. For me, it's like, okay, when I'm not streaming, it's fast enough to be satisfactory. But when I am streaming, it actually is quite, it makes my computer like freeze. Okay. I'm gonna tell it again. Look for the latest OpenAI Python documentation on their GitHub and write sample code for creating a completion with GPT-4. Come on, figure this out, please. Yeah, it's supposed to simulate clicking, but we didn't get it to do that this time. It seemed to like do everything behind the hood. Unless I'm not seeing a window. Yo, Bastet and Testem, thanks for the follows. No, there's no other windows I can't see. It'd be good if we could see them. But it's also kind of like a good thing that we can't see him as well, so it doesn't get too annoying. Oops. Oh, it took a screenshot. I just closed it. Whoops. Maybe I shouldn't have closed it. Okay, now it's gonna screenshot again. I'm not gonna press anything. What model is this? This is GPT-4, I'm pretty sure. Please provide more information. Nothing shown. I don't know, is it meant to show me a browser? Because I can't see it. Is this OS AI using OpenAI or running any LLM? This is currently using GPT-4 on the backend. How did I get an RTMP key from TikTok? I didn't. I'm using TikTok Live Studio. I'm debating adding GPT-4 to my Twitch chatbot. Any thoughts? Yeah, I'm not sure. Whoa, what's this? Lepton AI answering. So apparently that's what's in the clipboard. Why is it doing that? Start again from... Let's just start again. I don't know. It confused me. Tell it to scrape a page outside of OS mode. Maybe. Let's try that. Alright, let's try running it with fast mode. I think dash fast. So the fast mode uses GPT 3.5, which is a lot cheaper than GPT 4. We can try get it to scrape a particular page. Yo, Bob Mester, thanks for the gift. Ice cream. Alright, first I'm going to try it without specifying the exact URL. I'm going to say search scrape the documentation on GitHub for OpenAI Python package. Let's see. Okay, for some reason it wants to scrape the gym package. I'm just gonna, let's see if we can do it. It's definitely not the right package, not the right URL, but let's see how it goes with just scraping in general. Can you zoom in a little bit? Ask Jeremel. Yeah, I can. At the detriment to everyone on Instagram. Sorry, everyone on Instagram, if you hop on YouTube or Twitch, you'll see the full screen a lot better. I'm going to zoom in now to help Jeremel, but yeah. Okay, so it's made a plan. Oh, it's truncated the output. Here's the output. Looks like it actually was able to scrape the GitHub, which is pretty good. But that's not the right one. So let's get it to scrape this one, that Python package. scrape this URL. So now I've told it to scrape the Python, OpenAI Python URL. And it's pretty much changed the code to scrape the Python URL, and I'm going to say yes, run that. And there we go. It's truncated the output, but it's actually properly scraped the URL for the Python package, which is good. Now I'm going to say using the scraped info, write Python to do a chat completion with GPT-4. Is this model running locally? No, this is GPT 3.5. Okay, great. So now we actually have the updated version of the chat completion. So it actually was able to use the scraped info. So you can do web scraping actually pretty successfully without the OS mode, which is pretty good. Can you just tell it to read the documentation without telling it to scrape? Maybe they have a function inside interpreter to do that. I don't think they do. Maybe, I don't know. I haven't gotten that to work before. You kind of have to get it to do everything through like Python scripts. But it was able to do it. You just have to know how to prompt it correctly. Let's see if we can do that with a local function. Let's just try to do the exact same thing with a local LLM. Now the thing is, with GPT 3.5, context window is gonna be a lot more than what we can run here. 16,000. We're only able to run 10,000. So just keep that in mind, that it's almost like a bit more than half the context window. But we're gonna try get it to do the exact same thing and see if we can correctly do that. Scrape the documentation at, and I'm gonna paste the OpenAI Python. Yo, groq B, what am I doing? I'm testing out this package Open Interpreter, which this project Open Interpreter, which takes English commands and uses AI to run scripts, create scripts, and pretty much do what you want. So I'm just trying to get it to write some OpenAI code, and right now I'm running it with a local LLM called Open Code Interpreter, and I'm not really liking this first result. It's telling me to create my own Python package, which is definitely not what I wanted to do. I said scrape the documentation. So I'm going to give it another try. We're going to quit this, and we'll try ask it the exact same thing again. Maybe it'll get it right on the second time. If it doesn't work, let's try a different model. Toprak says, have you heard OpenAI will release its new models in a few months? No, I haven't. I saw Sam Altman did an interview with Lex Friedman, but I haven't watched it. Nick asked, do you have an OF page? I do not. Is there any model that can do this besides GPT-3? Yeah, I've had good results with Magic Coder. We could try that next. Let me try one more try with Open Code Interpreter. Okay, that was not good. One more prompt. This is the final test. Have I tried Gemini? Not properly. Okay, no, this is not good. Why is Open Code Interpreter doing so poorly? Alright, we're gonna stop that. Let's try Magic Coder this time. I've had really good success with Magic Coder in the past. Let's see if it's still as good this time. Hopefully the preset didn't change either. Do I have an OF? No, I don't have an OF, Nick. Stop asking. Although, like, I can give you a private OF for lots of money. magic coder. Stop. Start. Okay. Now we're running magic coder. Let's see if we can do this. Sign me up. You guys. Okay, scrape the docs. Let's see. Okay, already a better answer. To scrape the data from the given URL. See, I actually really like Magic Coder. I think it might be better than Open Code Interpreter. Yeah, there we go. It's actually writing the code now. Shouts out Magic Coder. Hell yeah. FF. What's FF? Stop trolling, Nick. Footy fans? Fantasy football? Nah, I don't have either of those. That looks like very sound code. It's running the code, even though I didn't tell it to run the code. I don't know. Oh, because I'm running -y. So I've got it on auto run code. Which is fine. I think he's saying for free. No, not for free. If I had an OnlyFans, it definitely wouldn't be for free. Yo, Space Equator, what's up? Neural Hacks, what's up? Recently I saw your videos for Open Interpreter. Now you are my go-to guy for it. Awesome. Thank you. We're actually using Open Interpreter right now with a local model. Trying to get it to scrape the OpenAI documentation from GitHub. Looks like they got an empty response. So now hopefully it'll change the code. Yo, Mr. Jackson Cross, thank you for the sub. We're talking about who your opposing force is. My ops fam. Talk about who the ops fam. Man's got bare ops in the ends fam. You get me? Alright, let's get it to debug the code. Christopher, thanks for the follow. Okay, they're saying the problem with the code, it doesn't append the correct URL. The OpenAI Python should be appended at the end of this URL. So it actually did have 3 dots, and that's not just an abbreviation, it seems. So hopefully it'll fix that up. Toronto slang. Toronto fam. Dusty Ute. Nick, you should donate. Nick, you never donate. Toprak's actually a member. So he's already, you know, paying for that subscription thing. That Turkish lira thing. You get me? What $90 donation, Nick? You chatting shit, fam. So he's already, you know. Look at that. Look at this blue star. That means he's top G. You can donate 100 Turkish lira. It's fine. We need Nick to donate. He's all talk. Nick's all talk, no action, dude. Wow, Criticusy throwing shade at the Turkish lira. Bro, it still didn't do the URL properly. What? It could be because the context length. What are we running it at? 10,000? No, that should be fine. I don't know why. It still didn't do the right code. Oh, it's gotten in a loop. It's writing the script again. Damn, these 7B models actually kind of suck, like all of them. Like, yeah, this one's probably the best one, but even then, it's like kind of shitty. Neural says, seems like your fave magic is not doing the magic. Yeah, that's true. I have one more up my sleeve, my other favorite, Hermes 2 Pro. If Magic Coder can't do it, we're gonna try Hermes 2 Pro. That's my new favorite. It's a bust. Dusty. Buck off. Come on, this is the moment of truth. Don't. Oh my god. At least it's a valid URL this time. But it's still kind of shitty how it's not the right one I specified at the start. Okay, we're stopping it. It's going in loops. Magic Coder, not great. Let's do Nose Hermes. Yeah, Nose Hermes 2. Hermes 2 Pro. This one has a 3200 context window. But we're still just gonna run it at 10K. I think 10K is fine. Let's try again. The magic is in the question you asked. Yeah, I mean I could write a better prompt, but just to keep it on the same playing level, I'm gonna copy paste the exact same prompt. Neural Hack says, don't you think it's easier with function calling? Yeah, but the thing is you have to specify the functions manually and stuff, whereas with Open Interpreter it should just be a package that you can do many different things with the same kind of setup. Retro says, what is the context window? Context window is kind of like the attention span of the LLM, kind of. It's like how much things can they keep in memory at one time? How many things can they keep in the context at one time? Whoa, look at this go. Nose Hermes got straight into the code. No bullshit explanation. This is good. I like this. I like this. I like Nose Hermes. Jim Gina, thanks for the follow. No, what? Why doesn't it? Is it somehow something that I've pasted it wrong? No. For some reason they're all struggling with the URL. I wonder why. That's very interesting. Maybe it's something to do with the tokenizer. Very interesting. Something about the dash, like it forgets to add Python after the dash. Let's see if you can figure it out by itself. And interestingly, without me telling it to, it wants to save the scraped content in the file, which is a pretty cool thing. The output indicates that the code failed to fetch the URL, and thus the content is none, which causes a type error when trying to write content to the file. We need to update the code to handle this case by checking if the content is none before writing to the file. Here's an updated version of the code. Okay, so it'll fix the writing issue, but it won't fix the URL. I guess it didn't really pick up that the URL is wrong. Hopefully we can just give it the right URL. But I think Hermes 2 Pro is actually really good even for coding. Top right asks, what's my favorite Discord server for AI stuff? That's a great question. Amrjit, hey, what's up? So as you know, I'm a big fan of Open Interpreter, so I like their Open Interpreter Discord. I have my own Discord, which I like. There's Matthew Berman's Discord, Forward Future AI. There's lots of content being posted in this. I don't really check this one too often. LM Studio Discord. That one's not too active. It's more people trying to debug stuff. I'm in Big AGI and Pythagora. Those aren't too active. Same with Sweep. What else? There's a no. Actually, there's some that I'm not really active in, but probably are really good, like the Nose Hermes one. Where is that one? This one, Nose Research. I should probably be browsing this one a lot more. I think it's too far away. Let's put that up here. There's the groq Discord. Multi on Discord. I don't really browse these other ones too much, but they're probably pretty good. The blokes Discord. There's a lot. Code Buddy, DevGPT, AI Tinkerers, Minion, Continue, Morph Labs, AutoGen, E2B, Adios. So many. Neural Hack says Olama versus LM Studio. Seems like you preferred LM Studio. So when I first got LM Studio, Olama wasn't available on Windows. Now it is, and a lot of people are saying it's better, so it could be. Mahmoud says, what is the best way to create a web page for your LLM chatbot? Streamlit is valid? Yeah, Streamlit's valid. There's so many different options. There's no like best way. But yeah, apparently Streamlit is very easy, so it could be that. Okay, failed to fetch URL again. Let's see what it, if it gives us an opportunity to speak this time, hopefully. But yeah, I think like that pretty much concludes this stream. We've tested the capabilities of different models with Open Interpreter. I mean, we do that a lot on this stream, but you know, we get a better understanding every time. Neural Hack says, yeah, I use Olama, it's the best, it's so quick. Yeah, I definitely should try out Olama. I've just been lazy. Toprak says, I'm going to upload your mouse over clip to Gemini 1.5 to get it to get all their names. Nice. That's a cool idea. Yeah, the video analysis for Gemini is definitely a very cool feature. Mahmoud says, I'm building a RAG-based chatbot. Do you prefer an LLM model? I just like ChatGPT just because it's old. Similar to why I use LM Studio. It's just like, it's what I've been using. It works. There's definitely probably something better, like Olaman's better than LM Studio, and maybe Claude Opus is better than GPT-4. But, you know, there's trade-offs with price and speed and stuff. groq is fast, but just depends on like how smart you need it to be, how fast you need it to be, stuff like that. But I think like for a good average, GPT 3.5 is fast and like reasonably smart. Alright, I'm just gonna stop this. And yeah, we'll probably end up the stream here, guys. Thanks so much for everyone that joined, especially those on Instagram. Yo, Uberkunt, what's good? We will see y'all later, probably. Yeah. I'll stay on for another 2 minutes. Anyone has more questions? Fluke, thanks for the follow. What was I doing? Ziad? I was pretty much going through Open Interpreter, doing a full tutorial on that. If you want to see what I did, check out my YouTube. Go into the live section here, and all my previous live videos are here. So yeah, make sure you're subscribed on YouTube, guys. I really appreciate it. And yeah, thank you so much, Amen. Thanks, homie. Later, G's. Peace out.